It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Anybody learning? Go, I don't know anybody learning. Go, I don't know anybody.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary,
Wahala, just like this guy. As everything stands now in the continuation of the inconclusive or not accepted or illegitimately given a certificate or declaration, whatever you want to call it, Nigeria and the Nigeria courts are about to become the theater of all dramas. As we see, as you can possibly be aware right now, every one of them has headed to court over who won or who didn't win, the riggers, the riggees, as well as the rigged. But the problem here is this. PDP said APC rigged them to declare Kolu Labour Party claimed that PDP and APC rigged them to take first and second place. Now, every one of them is now asking INEC that declared winner. That means INEC has the report. I mean, they have the results. But guess what? Not only PDP, Labour Party, Kwakwanso, that is not only Atiku, Obi, and Kwakwanso that are now looking for evidence. The result declared by Mahmoud, INEC, because they said the result didn't tally. I mean, the result didn't tally with what they have, inflated. But the whole funny part of it is that even Kolu is looking for INEC. That they said you rigged for me, right? Okay, we want to see the numbers. Okay, we want to see the evidence and everything. If I agree that I won. I want to see how I won. Can you please present the evidence? Do you know what is going on? Atiku is in court. Obi is in court. Tinubu is in court. INEC is in court. INEC approached courts to seek a permission, court order, so that they can wipe the entire beavers. They can reconfigure it for the Saturday elections. And without evidence of the results announced by INEC, nobody can prove that they rigged. And Tinubu cannot also prove that he won. They just have to let the status quo remain. Whatever Mahmoud decide or has decided will be the finality. So it's going to be the theater of absurdity. Are you following? INEC declared the winner. The losers said they want to see the result, the number declared by INEC. Bring all the numbers you declared that gave Kolu as the winner. Kolu himself is in court asking INEC to give them the evidence of the results that declared him winner. And he has senior advocates, lawyers who are ready to defend that now. But the problem now is INEC doesn't want to give anybody any evidence. They want to wipe everything off. Yes, that's the bone of contention tonight. So if you are going to be interested, right, share this broadcast. Thank you so much. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, invite the Buharidins, the Buhari Didirins, invite the Buhari Dinotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungoziaris, the Unekaharis. Do not forget the ombud slaves and the sophisticated morons. Also, if you have them as friends or followers as well, please don't forget the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers. They have uncles and aunties abroad as well on social media, misleading them and telling them to endure the slavery that has now become the order of the day. They are the Mumu Madus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, and the rest. Their entire clan, if you have them, if you still do, tag them. Even if you don't, once they see this notification that Maiyegun is live, they will gather. You know the bone of, you know the genesis of this whole problem. You would have forgotten all this election thing if indeed they actually plan to conduct an election. They didn't conduct any election. It was all programmed exactly the way it is panning out. The only thing that they were so kind of worried about is the aftermath. Yeah, the aftermath, because generally, right, when they rig elections in Nigeria, people will know that they are going to rig elections, okay? So the riggers are going to tell you that if you get rigged, go to court. Now, going to court is like somebody stealing from you. and telling you to go to court, knowing very well that his brother is probably the judge. So everybody knows that kind of line. Then you go to court, it drags on, they throw every, eventually you won't be able to prove anything, because the only people that rig elections in Nigeria is INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission. Somebody said that it is not independent, it is Dependent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria. Politicians can do all the drama that you see everywhere. It is those that they assigned, and they call them the returning officers, electoral officers. These are the compromised organ of INEC, and they work like that. It's like, it's like a network, okay? Once the directive comes from the top, everybody follows suit. So when they go for an elections, okay, they plan the rigging along with it. They go to their polling unit, and then I'm talking about INEC. They have two results. Then depends on the highest bidder. Politicians and political parties who can pay more across Nigeria, they are at your service. They are those who rig elections. So you see those ones who are like carrying ballot papers. You see those ones who are paying you money to buy votes. All of those ones don't determine the finality of the election. You know what they say? They say those who vote are not, the people who vote don't count. Can you believe that? The people that vote in a rigged system, they don't count. But the people that count the votes, now them go say, okay, we count them, now this number, now that number. If you disagree, go to court. And in a rigged system, right? Of course, they are already waiting for you there. So that's how Nigeria election work. But they sold the boo-boo, especially to this Gen Z. They told them that if they disagree with what is going on in Nigeria, if they feel like they are not being led the way they wanted, they should go and get PVC and vote. Those ones now decided to go and get PVC and vote. A lot of them didn't even understand anything about voting or about positions people are contesting for. But register to vote, they went. But a system that is already rigged would then have a problem on his hands. That's exactly what happened now. They sold them bobo, lies, locally and internationally. Once you register to vote and you get that your PVC and you go to polling unit, if thugs come to your polling unit and they disrupt the election, the result of that polling unit will be cancelled. There will be no election result declared there. Meanwhile, where you did your election peacefully, no wahala, you counted your votes, and you know who is the winner and which numbers are, what are the political party scores, Abi? There is a machine we'll give to you. That machine is made from, we don't want to tell you, nobody can read it. All you have to do is just take a picture and upload it to our server. The whole world will be seeing the result as all of you are uploading your result from everywhere all over Nigeria. Actually, they were only talking to the southern Nigeria, by the way, but we'll get to that. They shall sold the boo-boo. Let me take you back a bit. When this guy was in London, you remember this?
This informed the early choice of a new voter accreditation technology using an electronic device called the bimodal voter accreditation system.
That is BVAS.
We have tested it in several by-elections and off-cycle governorship elections. In addition, the decision to make polling unit election results available for public viewing, which has always been a major demand by citizens and election observers, falls into this early choice of election technology. The INEC Results Viewing Portal, the IREV, is a dedicated web portal for the public view of polling unit results as soon as they are finalized on election day.
So why are they not being included?
Employed in several elections conducted by the Commission in the past few years. In particular, the uploading of polling unit results to the IREV portal has been deployed in 105 constituencies where the Commission conducted off-season elections since August 2020.
So you promise to upload results?
The results can still be viewed on the portal, making the IREF an invaluable repository of election results in Nigeria.
But you never upload any result to
archives for election results.
This morning.
And citizens and anybody who registers on the portal can still view the results.
So INEC is promising to upload results, but they have not done it.
And I kept asking those who care to approach the Commission that what we have been doing is to upload the scanned images of polling unit results.
You never do more.
And the same hard copy is given to party agents at polling units on election day. And I've consistently asked candidates and politicians to compare the results on the IREF portal with the hard copies brought by their polling agents.
How will they do that since you have not uploaded any?
If there are discrepancies, it's 99.99% accurate.
It's wrong. This man is very evil. INEC is compromised.
Now, a further lesson from the...
You know, when he was selling the bobo. I mean, that was so easy and straightforward, Abi. There shouldn't be any kind of confusion about that. Abi? Well, it is Nigeria. A place that should have been a beautiful place. But so unfortunate to have career criminals in charge of running the country. They've run it aground. This guy carried the bobo. This was January. In February, when people said they were raising concern, the people that designed the beaver system, the head of the IT, INEC IT, that designed that technology, trained all of their staffs that will handle them and retrain ad hoc staffs that they will use for elections, including how they are going to combat hackers that may want to attack the technology during elections. That Mahmoud removed the guy, transferred him to somewhere administrative, you know, like just go and start checking papers. And you know what I mean? Replace the guy with their own man that did the exact job that a lot of people were suspicious of just before the Charade election that has now produced an illegitimate winner. They are asking INEC now. Hang on. Some people held them down again. Baba, are you sure that you mean what you are saying, that we are not going to have to deal with collation officer, going to collation center to announce this? Are we going to be dealing with that? No. Technologically, the results are going to be uploaded right away. Immediately you conclude the election. So he said it again, my friends.
Only last week, we commenced the training of master trainers on election technology to ensure a seamless process. Beginning from tomorrow, we will commence the same training at zonal level and subsequently train all the ad hoc staff for the 176,846 polling units nationwide. On this note, let me once again reassure Nigerians that there is no going back on the deployment of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, or voter accreditation. There is no going back on the transmission of results on the INEC result viewing portal, the real time on election day. There will be no incident form that enables ineligible persons to vote using other people's permanent voters' cards during the elections. We are committed to ensuring that the 2023 general election is transparent and credible, reflecting the will of the Nigerian people. The critical foundation for credible election is the voters' register. You may recall that the CVR, which started on the 28th of June 2021, lasted for 13 consecutive months until its suspension on 31st July 2022. During that period, the Commission gave Nigerians regular weekly update showing the progress of the exercise nationwide, including analysis of the distribution of voters by age, occupation, gender, and disability for our planning purposes and for public information. At the end of the exercise, 12,298,944 Nigerians successfully completed the registration as new voters. All along, we have repeatedly assured Nigerians that our process of cleaning up the register is robust.
So one of the problems, one of the questions that is, or should I say, one of the myths surrounding the electoral haste, the electoral fraud that Mahmoud conducted is this: 12 point something new people suffered, struggled to register to vote, and they actually collected their PVC. 12 million. Your last election in 2019, you had about 70 or 73 million people registered, and over 60 million collected their PVC. When the election was conducted, valid and invalid, winner and the losers, all of them, they got less than 30 million. So in 2023, the 12 million people that struggled to be part of the elections, right? Their number became insignificant because the overall votes that Mahmoud declared, when all the numbers were added together, is less than 23 million. So the problem now is this: you didn't do what you said you would do. You have created a bigger problem by not following your own rules. Even the person you declared winner, when they compared their own rigged number with some of the numbers Mahmoud declared, they no tally. So you know what they are doing now? Everybody want to lay their hand on the evidence first before any other person. Because anybody who sees the evidence first, we actually know the war that Mahmoud, Tinubu, APC, Egbekegbe, and everyone that surrounds what happened in your elections. You will know the gravity of the war that they postponed. Now, I'll tell you why. When Mahmoud Yakub declared the winner of the Nigeria presidential election results, I mean, when INEC returning officers from all the states in Nigeria, when they were called to Abuja and they were handed the result that they were going to announce, and when they finally made the announcement, all of them, on their own portal, where ordinarily all of the results should have been like up before the collation officers that traveled from their states to Abuja to now go and announce publicly before they even get to Abuja, Abi. So by the time Yakub announced the winner, 4 a.m. in the morning, the total number of uploaded results, mostly fake, some of them mutilated, a lot of them non-readable. Some people even took their own selfies, your personal selfie, as a result of your polling unit. A lot of horrible things when you start digging into those results. Above it all, less than 50% of the results are actually uploaded. You know why? When everybody who successfully participated in the election put the numbers together, and they started uploading, upload this thing, nada. So for days, people couldn't put up their results. But some people observed strange thing going on. As a lot of people are complaining that they couldn't upload their polling unit results, behind the scene, some results are popping up from different polling units across, including northern Nigeria, southern Nigeria, They were so ridiculously put together that when people started clicking all those results, imagine you that couldn't upload your polling unit results. Then you went to INEC website and there's already a result there. You click and you open, and then you voted at polling unit 5, Delta or Warri. But the result on your polling unit on INEC website is showing Nasarawa polling unit 8, Nasarawa. And they have already declared the result in your area, even in areas where you never participated in election at all. So here is now the problem. Shebina INEC declared results. Abi? A lot of them have now started looking inward. They're like, as Peter Obi destroyed PDP chances in southern Nigeria, now so Kwakwanso also destroyed the hopes and the numbers and expectations of Atiku and APCO. So people started now, immediately after they announced the winner, 2 days later, everybody, it's now easy for you to go and upload your results. Now, some people have now taken it, they have taken it upon themselves, like independently, like freelancers, They started scrutinizing and putting all the numbers together. But the numbers are not adding up. That is why Tinubu is also chasing INEC. Mahmoud, come here. You better come back here now. You better. Mahmoud is approaching the court, asking the court to give him to grant him an order so that he can reconfigure all of the beavers that they were supposed to have used for your elections. Not just reconfigure them. In fact, when they configure their voters, these beavers, they are configured to your polling unit. So if they bring a beavers machine to your unit, it is configured to that your unit. All the voters in that unit, your information, everything is on that card. Here you get. It is your card reader. It is your face scanner. It is your, all that. So what they are doing is that, when you finish your voting there, you put your result, Abi. Some of those results are now popping up now. And when they started popping up, they are not what INEC declared. For example, in Rivers State, despite the weakest madness, they said, they declared Tinubu winner, scoring over 200 and something votes, 260 something thousand votes or thereabouts. And they said Labour Party scored 170 something thousand votes, Abi. When they started putting all the original numbers together now, it showed that despite with the weakest effort, Tinubu was in a distant second to Labour Party in Rivers State. So all of these are information that some of these people now have. They get money. Atiku, Dinomelaye said Atiku spent 400 billion naira for this 2023 presidential election. Atiku, 400 billion. Think about how much Tinubu possibly spent. So they have money to actually see the real thing and then hire the best of the best crooked lawyers who can look for any loopholes to make sure that those things don't get to public. Abi? The problem now is this. The Tinubu and gang wanted to lay their hands on the result, Congo, including the numbers. How did Atiku and the rest of them get the numbers they have beyond what INEC announced? They want the scientific proof of how the numbers came together. And INEC, so you might possibly begin to see INEC offices going on fire now. Very soon, they will say this particular INEC office is on fire. All the 2023 election material burned. INEC office burned down in Ogun. INEC office burned down in Lagos. Burned down in Kano. Burned down here and there to destroy evidence. But there's something they said. They said there's something called the digital footprint. Now, digital footprint means if the result of an election that is supposed to come from over 176,000 polling units, if it's coming from a particular location being loaded up, digital footprint will prove that without any sweat, no sweat. If they want to know that most of the fake results were uploaded through a third party, not by the beavers themselves, right? Those ones that you snapped with those beavers originally, right? When they put them side by side, my brothers and sisters, they said Tinubu will be the first person to call for the cancellation of the elections. Or if INEC can actually do what they can right now and destroy everything. So, Peter Obi's lawyers, Atifu's lawyers, and the rest of them are in court. They are in court asking the court to stop INEC from destroying the evidence by reconfiguring those beavers. No, now. Please don't. Until we access all the content of all of the beavers machines. Verify those ones that are falsified, faked, and the rest of them. Separate all the numbers together before you can then go ahead. INEC is saying that they don't have any other machine and they need to conduct elections, governorship elections in Nigeria. So the court has told them that no, don't touch the machine until all the parties are satisfied that they have access to those results. So INEC has left all the parties and it has approached the Supreme Court. For all of you who know the role Supreme Court is playing in all of this, their lawlessness and all that, with the backing of those who actually pushed and planned this all along, if Supreme Court says INEC should go ahead and do what they want to do by law, they can do what they like. To prove that they rigged your elections is going to be nearly impossible. Nearly. I didn't say it's going to be impossible. I said nearly impossible, but not for the lawyers. It is their own turn to shop. I told you, after delegates, it is the turn of PR, publicists, media houses, and the rest. After them, now you, the voters, the Gary, the rapper, the cooking gas, and every other thing they give to you. When they are done with that, it is going to be the INEC that are going to perfect all the numbers. After INEC, now the lawyers. After lawyers, then it goes back to the supporters. We will be organizing rally, solidarity rally, saying that they want to stake their mandate. They want to, you know what I mean? Just follow them in sequence like that. For now, it is the turn of the lawyers. Symphony owns the credit for these videos, okay? We appreciate you guys. We just want this for the educational purpose that it is for, okay? Thank you. So, yeah, let's go to the courts. They are lawyers.
You're opposing the order from the varying the order, rather.
Well, there are two applications of interest. The one is the application brought by INEC to vary the order, according to them, that the order which enabled us to scan the ballot papers will expose the identity of our voters and persons they voted for. But we're saying that that is not the objective of the applicants, that all we needed to do was to verify that they were actually thumb impressions and things like that. We have no interest whatsoever in determining who voted. I mean, how can you even begin to search that among the millions of people that voted? So it's really pedestrian as far as we are concerned and diversionary. Then the other application, which is of utmost importance, is that the INEC intends to proceed to reconfigure the beavers machines. And what that means is that they intend to wipe out the accreditation data captured for the presidential election. And that is really huge. My experience in the Oshu State election was that the upload to the back-end server, especially the one that was that was obtained earlier, did not contain all the information. Now, in order to get the real information on accredited voters, we had to go to the beavers machines themselves, and we got the order of the tribunal to enable us to do that. And once we did that, there was no overvoting at all. So in this situation, what they are actually seeking to do is to wipe out that vital physical evidence, which is the most reliable evidence of accreditation data. And if that is wiped out, then all the petitions will be in jeopardy. So it's actually a very, very important, perhaps the most important part of the election petition series in this dispensation.
But the INEC has said that the timing is very short, given that they need to reconfigure it before Saturday. Do you have a problem with that? What do you think
First of
about
all, you
that?
have to look at the importance of the presidential election and the importance of the votes cast and then the integrity of the process. I believe the issue of time should not be of any relevance, and they can always postpone it. This won't be the first time an election would have been postponed in Nigeria.
Absolutely. Many thanks, sir. So we'll see you tomorrow.
What are the issues in these proceedings that have just been adjourned till tomorrow?
Okay, actually, a few days back, the Honorable Court granted Atiku Abubakar and PDP the indulgence to inspect the beavers machine content and every other material that was used for the election, the presidential election. And shortly after that was granted, INEC felt there was a need to vary that order. And they now brought the application that the court dealt with now. They are seeking to get the court to order that the beavers machine, which was used in conducting the election, that our scrutiny will not go to it. And indeed, that for them to conduct the election of Saturday, that they need tomorrow and next to flush off the data in the beavers machine so that they can use it for the election coming up on Saturday. And there you see the trick. Atiku Abubakar says he won the election. Atiku Abubakar and PDP, they say that if you reconcile the result sheets that they have from emanating from polling units, if you reconcile it with the content of the beavers machine, that it will be very obvious that he won the election. Now, INEC that conducted that election and refused to upload it on the day of election has said that the only primary source of Atiku's inquisition, that it should be flushed out so that they will reconfigure the machines for the election on Saturday. So you can now begin to see where the game is going to. And we're saying, no, that should not be done. And we want to tell this court, we want to demonstrate it to this honorable court tomorrow. We've been told to come back tomorrow, that what the application INEC is, the application INEC has brought to this honorable court seeks to destroy the rest, to destroy the evidence with which Atiku Abubakar and the PDP will prove their petition. And that is where we are. And you also ask yourself, is INEC waking up today to know that they need the beavers machine flushed in their language so that they will reconfigure it? Were they not aware of this when they planned the timetable and said the governorship and the House of Assembly election will take place 2 weeks after the presidential election? What was on their mind when they configured that timetable? Did they not know that they will need a clean beavers? Do they not know that whoever feels aggrieved in the presidential election, National Assembly elections, will find recourse to the data in the beavers machine? That is where we find ourselves. And we're saying no, that should not be. But it is left for the court, after taking the application tomorrow, to rule whether the INEC application has merit and is in good faith or not.
So you get the game. Are you following the game? Yeah, that's the game. It is clear, and you can actually tell where this is headed, Abby. Clear the evidence. Well, you know, I mean, people who have participated in election petition in Nigeria's 24 years democracy, I have read some up law review on elections in Nigeria, especially how to prove that a winner of an election is not the winner. They said it is one of the trickiest and complex part of law. If you are a lawyer, you want to go and prove that somebody didn't win. So which means you have to inspect every ballot paper used, any of them that you can get. you have to forensically prove that each ballot is valid. They said it's one of the tedious, court sort of legal battle that any lawyer would, any lawyer would actually want to be involved in. So therefore, it's not always for any lawyers, okay? But there are special lawyers in Nigeria who knows their way around the whole thing. And somehow they actually do upturn INEC's decision in different courts. We've seen that several times, Abi. So it is always going to be you versus INEC when you go into Nigeria elections. Like I said, it's the turn of the lawyers. We can see the whole thing like broad day robbery. But for those of you who are Gen Z, you are welcome to the party. Let this guy also say his own parts. Now I'll take you to another part. Again.
David, that was signed by Piazwanko. Would you like to give us the reasons why on camera? On the configuration?
Configuration of, well, you see primarily Labour Party and PDP, they are seeking for evidence to file election petition. They have not yet filed any election petition. They're just looking for evidence, but we believed they have more than sufficient evidence to file election petition. Why? Because they have representation in all the polling units during the.
Man, no confuse you. That guy talking is INEC lawyer, the one that is representing Mahmoud, the one that is telling all of them that if they have any evidence, if they want any evidence, they should have enough from their polling agents. INEC cannot give them evidence. They said, it's saying something like, these people who are shouting that they are rigged, they are rigged. They don't even have evidence to file petition. They want to look into INEC so that they can look for something that they can use to file petition. Now, lawyer, but do you know that he's actually talking nonsense? He said, maybe they have their agents in different polling units. They should use that evidence now in courts and not delay INEC. But it seems you think he's smart. He's not. Yes, they have their evidence. The one where you declare, they said they no tally with the one they have. How will they prove it if they don't have the one you have? Put them side by side. A joke. Sorry, let me take you back to him. He said more.
David, that was signed by Piazwanko. Would you like to give us the reasons why on camera? On the configuration?
Configuration of, well, you see primarily Labour Party and PDP, they are seeking for evidence to file election petition. They have not yet filed any election petition. They're just looking for evidence, but we believed they have more than sufficient evidence to file election petition. Why? Because they have representation in all the polling units during the presidential election. And we all know that the foundation of any election is the results of the polling unit. We deployed Viva's devices for the 2023 election. Each device is configured to cover a particular polling unit. It has its data. What it contains is that the accreditation data for each that polling unit. And as well, we know after the result has been identified in each polling unit, result written, the Bibas machine will snap the result sheet and send it to our RF portal, which of any dispute we refer to that particular polling unit and download the picture of that result sheet. That is the essence of that report. The application by the Labour Party, as brought by my learned brother, SAN, he wants an order of the court to stop us from configuring the beavers' devices for the governorship election until they finish the inspection of the devices. And we informed the court that we have over 170 something thousand of the beavers' devices. We need to configure them for the March 11 governorship election, state governorship and state houses assembly election. So here they want to file a petition. They are not going to file a petition, and they want the court to stop us from conducting the election on the 11th of March, pending when they will have finished the inspection of the beavers' devices. And in any event, they have not even shown from the application how long will it take them to inspect and come up with whatever they want to come up with it. So you could see that, I don't know the intention, how long will it take them to inspect and come up with whatever they want to come up with it. So you could see that, I don't know the intention, but we have a constitutional responsibility that is to conduct the governorship and state houses assembly election, or else we'll run into constitutional crisis.
Okay, well, one of the concerns of the Labour Party and of course the PDP,
yes,
is that by reconfiguring the machines,
yes,
you would flush out the evidence which they intend to rely on to prosecute their case. So
yes, we informed the courts that we responded by counter affidavit, and we assured the court that no data will be lost by configuring the machine, because we have our cloud. We saw it in our cloud, and in fact, so that's why when they filed their counter affidavit, we viewed their counter affidavit. They have not properly responded. They have not, in other words, they have not said that what we told them, what we have forced by our expert, that is not a position. You know, we countered it. They have not filed further affidavit to say that yes, because what we did, we assured them, and indeed the court, that no data would be lost in the process of configuration, because
No, it's all right. It's all right. That's what I want you to hear again. Don't hold him to his word, though. If they had followed their own rules for the elections, there will likely be no conversation like this. Seriously, there will be no you won't be having this conversation. But did you hear him there? Oh, we told them that we have stored the information in the cloud. There is nothing stored in the cloud, though. Even if they have stored anything in the cloud, they go delete them. Yeah, they will delete them. So, tomorrow, they expected the Supreme Courts to make a decision if INEC should go ahead and reconfigure those beavers, trash those information, and everybody can pray to the cloud. So that the evidence can rain down. Trust them. They actually have a story, a cover-up story for that he just said there. They do. You'll find out later. When this guy was junketing all over the world, telling the world that they were ready to conduct an election, which is a charade, you think they didn't have a story to tell you why they won't do that anymore, or why that is impossible anymore, right? So they do have a story for that. And now they are going to Supreme Courts. So the confusion that INEC Mahmoud has created, you might think that now the opposition are confused. No, be only opposition are confused though. You know when they say that all of them, that supported and then brought Bukwari, APC, Egbekegbe, to come and destroy and divide and loot Nigeria to this point, terrorize Nigeria to this point. All of you, you remember the story of I've told this story many times. I've actually shared this many times, and it's a fabu, but it's quite somehow sounds real. You remember when they said that Bukwari became deaf and dumb? They say, they hear again, and they talk. It became the shigidi that people just go to take pictures with. You remember? This is not because people are shouting, hey, Buhari, oh, when they were killing people in Benue. Buhari, oh, everywhere, Buhari, everywhere, Buhari. If you go this, everywhere, Buhari. So that thing affected him, right? You would be hearing people calling his name until he became deaf. No, dumb, or something like that. So, it is the same with APC, Egbekegbe Lagos Sabo Baku. You don't know this. I need say, your what's it called? Your art, I mean, your chest, you no go touch ground. They have won, but they are scared. How the enemy? Why can't they congratulate Ashiwaju? All these bad losers. Bad losers. Ashiwaju has defeated you. What is all this nonsense? Why are you going to court? Why? No. Because, it can't look like Mahmoud. Mahmoud scammed everybody. He scammed a lot of you to believe that they want to do an election. You believed him. He scammed Tinubu by assuring him that, don't worry, the law says whatever it says, the finer, pay me. And he got paid, I believe. Now, Tinubu that is declared winner, that people are congratulating left, right, and center. People are worried. That some people, they want to make this winning look like Ashiwaju did not win. So they have started staging their own protest of support. People when we know. They went to, yesterday, Atiku was in Abuja with his daughter. With his daughter. Protesting that they rigged Atiku out. You remember that? I showed that yesterday. It's the turn of the winner. The winner said, "I've done the protest. Don't try anything with us, or your mandate will stand in you." I'm telling you, in Abuja today, take a look. We shall stand. on your pampas, Bola on your pampas, Bola on your pampas, we shall stand on your pampas, we shall stand on your pampas. It was kind of rhyme when that song came out. So we used to sing that. We just like, on your pampas, we shall stand, Bola. On your pampas, we shall stand. On your pampas, Bola, on your pampas, Bola, on your pampas, we shall shout. We shall shout. Sorry. Well, those are the winners of election. May anybody not go they move mad though? Asiwaju has won. All of una go everywhere you want claim am. That's the first time I'm actually seeing people who won elections. And they are doing protests to the umpire that declared them winner to go and tell them, Emma shows you. We don't see. Emma no shebi with you. Asiwaju is Asiwaju. INEC, where is Mahmoud? Tell Mahmoud, people don't they, all of us don't they high properties for here, all these abandoned property for Abuja. We get people with they bring from Lagos, all of them don't they arrive. Call Mahmoud out. Let's go back there. Let's go back to that place, right? They actually went to the INEC office. They are the winner. What's going on? What is wrong with these guys? You are the winner. You are supposed to be partying. You're supposed to be like everywhere, like, bubbling. But somehow, that is not happening. Let's just be honest. It's not happening. Everyone is worried. And I don't blame them. Okay? I don't blame them. For 2.5 years, the once notorious, famous BMC on social media, Buhari Media Center, in 2015, after the 2015 elections, APC, Egbekegbe, they opened up a codedly secret propaganda network for young people who were facing the change of the time. They recruited them in their thousands. They were being paid 30,000 naira every month. It was very popular. They were called BMC, Buhari Media Center. Yorubas, Hausas, Igbos, Christians, Muslims, all of them. They opened hundreds of fake profiles on social media. They were the Lord. And you see this mob of that era, they were those that would tell you, hey, a bag of rice is now 15,000 naira. Oh. They will attack you. Shut up your mouth. Must you eat rice? Buhari is fixing Nigeria. One day, a bag of rice will be 1,000 naira. One day, a liter of petrol will be 40 naira. Hey, we are suffering. Shut up your mouth. Were you not suffering under PDP? A lot of people were silenced, bullied on social media. A lot of people didn't survive them. If you know their story, they were everywhere. If you say anything about Buhari like this, they go, some will come, they will be attacking you, especially those ones who are like Yorubas among them, the BMC. Any small thing, you know, get papa ni. Now those ones where they look for respect. If you remember them, BMC, small boys who putting up a Buhari profile, this and that. They were paying them 30,000 naira. But people like us, one man mopo, I entered them very well. They know me very well. I entered them so much, that they ensure that they shut down my own pages, right? 3 times on Facebook. These guys. What happened is that you see, as a mob, they have leaders. Those ones who are, it's like the soldier hands guiding the queen in between, and you see a lot of them, right? So those are the ones who are like cooking all lies, propaganda, fake photo, fake this, fake that. Once they give them to this mob of liars, propagandists, they will just flood the social media with them. I mean, they had their reign. But at the end of the day, APC, Egbekegbe disappointed everybody. Those who are not dead among them, they are economically dead. Here you get. The country is divided. And guess what? They are also affected. So 2020, October, and SARS happened. 2021, October, obedience movements started gaining momentum. By February 2023, they have chased all of the BMC out of social media. I know the whole story. That's what I'm telling you. Here you get. The BMC Buhari Media Center propagandists, liars, attackers, bullish, and all this hate spreader and all of them. After 2020, the young people in Nigeria, who later metamorphosed into disobedience, they faced the propagandist BMC of Buhari Media Center. They chased them out of social media. Now them come they shout, disobedience, they don't have any respect. They are so, everything about them is so bullish. They hate, they are full of hate. Go and check majority of those who complain about the obedience. They are once Buhari Media Center propagandists themselves. In fact, a lot of them became influencers because they are associated with the propagandas of APC. So, when the BMC have disappeared on social media, they have returned to their echo chambers. Any small thing, now them go to cry. Why are disobedient aggressive? Why are disobedient no have respect, self? How come all disobedient? Everything about them is gra. Now those Olori Brook, majority of them are those Olori Brookus, who are BMC members. Some of them are paid, some of them are unpaid, including their Lagos Abobakus or these their uncles and aunties abroad who are accusing you of having no respect. The reason why they don't like you obedient is because you have no respect. These are sheares who are abusing. They are cursing us for criticizing Buhari for 80 years. These Olori Brukus that are accusing obedient of having no respect. They don't have any respect. I like Obi, but you see this obedient. They are the reason why I don't like Nikure, Koshidano. Check them very well. On this same street, so social media. I've been here for a very long time. So I am like, historian. Who can tell you this? So disobedience, according to them, they said, their Peter Obin call, they said it took them to the primaries. Most of them never understood what delegates do. It took them to another party that nobody believed could become a bigger problem today. It took them to another party and they built it with him without being card-carrying members of that party. They said this Bitobi took them, took us, it took them on a shishiless campaign, not sharing money or anything to buy people, right? They said they went all out in different cities. They said it took them to the polls and it won effortlessly, but were robbed. Now, he said he is now taking them to the judiciary works. If this is not an institution of learning, they don't know what it is then. A lot of them now understood how the system works, how the corruption now step by step, from delegates to political party leaders, members who are corrupt, to INEC that is corrupt, to the judiciary that they have told them they are corrupt. So that is why when you see the Lagos Abobakus, the Jaga bandits, the Jaga addicts, the Jaga idiots, the Ashiwaju Awole and his followers, after INEC declared them winner, and they are still panicking. And because of the obedience, so every day you go to see them the FBI. Every day on this street. Oh. APC is used to propaganda, lies, cook up stuffs and all of that to lie to people. You know, blemish you, attack you, attack your tribe, attack your religion, attack things that are irrelevant. You see this obedience, Sometimes you believe that I be this itself now propaganda ni. These people learn propaganda from APC ni and can't chase APC, enter bush. I be kilon shele gongon. Even if you are APC member, you know it. So if you see them now trying to warn INEC not to act funny, because this LUP people, they lost the election. They are still intimidating us. We have beaten them in the history of rigging. This is not the first time of rigging election in Nigeria. How come Ashiwaju's rigging is not the whole thing that they want to bring Nigeria down? Because we don't trust these people. The way they are talking, it's like they know something we don't know. Don't think we are quiet or we are silent. If you should wake up tomorrow and then you give them what they want, they say Ashiwaju no win again. And I mean this. This is them trying to let them, because they are not sure what's going on. Do you understand what the illegitimate president mean now? Millions of people won't see Tinubu as their president. And every day, a lot of you who actually support Tinubu, you will be waking up every day praying that nothing has come up that would demand that Tinubu should not be president anymore. Now, you have to live like that. That is what an illegitimate president means. And you see this Gen Z, people say, they no come play. And it bagbadi ye otoshi. Odigbeta laro ye. You will go carry poor man chicken. You know, say you don't carry wahala. The poor man will tell every living thing and non-living thing that somebody call tuka chicken. Only chicken. And that's exactly what I think disobedient have become. You stole from them, you no go sleep. You no go enjoy them. Even when you are there, supposedly to be confident, something will be reminding you that, what are you going to wake up to tomorrow? What is it going to be tomorrow? Am I going to have any peaceful country to be president over, by the way? Is Nigeria going to be in turmoil almost every day? Anything where I do, they go say, we no vote for you. And that's why they are saying, you are supposed to be happy and enjoying yourselves right now, preparing for inauguration. Baba, protest. Okay, let's go back to that Abuja. In front of INEC office. Let's go there.
Please, can we be quiet, please, for a few minutes so that we can pass our message before the INEC reps comes out? Are we ready? Yeah. Please, just hold on 1 minute. See, where are you now? Are we set?
Yeah, we are set for you.
They are coming out.
Bring down your mind.
My name is Tosin Adeoju. I'm the secretary support group of the President Campaign Council and the team leader of this group. We are here just to first of all thank Independent National Electoral Commission for a job well done, for giving Nigeria a credible election. For the first time since 1999, this is the first time INEC, under the leadership of Professor Mahmoud, has given us a credible election in the history of this country. Based on that, we are here to commend them and to thank them for this feat. Secondly, we are here on behalf of the Nigerian people and the people that gave Asiwaju mandate as the next president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. To tell you that we are here to further consolidate and defend the mandate freely given to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu in the last presidential election. That we, on behalf of Nigerian people, will not tolerate any attempt by the PDP, failed government and other party to truncate the transition process. For the record, we will not tolerate PDP gathering anywhere in Abuja and Labour in all over this country. Henceforth, as from today, we are here to tell the Nigerian people and the INEC commissioner to warn each and every one of these distracted parties that on behalf of APC, on behalf of Nigerian youth, on behalf of Nigerian women, on behalf of PWDs, on behalf of the downtrodden that gave the people's mandate to Alhaji Ahmed Bola Asiwaju Tinubu, we will not tolerate this. Thank you and God bless. I want before, after I speak, we want the woman to speak and the people of peace to speak. My name is Kosin Adeoju. My name is Kosin Adeoju. Secretary Support Group. See, don't they're calling you. Hello.
Please, 2 step back.
I don't step back.
One more step back.
I don't do it.
Bring your mic down.
Sorry, we will need the press.
Hello, let them finish now.
You were touching.
And continue what you are doing. That's the reason why.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Tosin.
I also want to add that INEC is doing very well. INEC cannot be intimidated. That while other parties are pretending that they do not accept results, as we are here with you, other members of their parties that won in the same election are collecting results and the certificate by INEC at ICC. So what kind of double speak is that? So if you win, INEC is doing well. If you don't win, INEC is doing well. So we are here to show you.
Where is the mic? Where is the mic?
Mr. Tosin, yes, I saw you can answer. Yes, I've heard.
So, are we ready? Yes. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. The INEC rep. Good afternoon, ma'am. We are here once again on behalf of Nigeria people and all Progressive Congress to come and thank INEC for the job well done in the last presidential election. And to further tell you not to be intimidated by the ragtag PDP and other political parties that are coming here to come and distract you. As we are speaking here, the members of PDP, Labour are at ICC collecting the certificate of return. Their senators and reps are at ICC collecting the certificate of returns, that they are condemning that the election is not credible. If the election is not credible, why are their members collecting certificate of return at ICC as I speak to you? So we are here to tell you that you have done a good job. Nigerian people are with you. Nigerian women are with you. Nigerian youth are with you. All the youth and planning of this country are with you. Professor Mahmoud has done fantastically well in this last election. And we are here to defend the mandate of Nigerian people. And we want to tell you, and we will not tolerate any further gathering of PDP, Labour, any part of this country, because we have been given a mandate and we are going to defend the mandate. On behalf of our party, on behalf of Nigerian people, we are here to thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Mahmoud Yakubu must remain safe, man. In Nigeria, he will remain safe because we stand by the mandate that INEC has given us.
Thank you.
Nigerians have spoken to the ballot papers. So shall it be. Of the commission. I am the deputy director in charge of.
Now them we know, but they are still angry. Did you hear where the guy said, we will not tolerate any gathering in this country of PDP, Labour Party in this country? I told you, you are going to miss Bokwari within a space of 3 months. 3 months, it paid you. A lot of you, with the trauma you have suffered under this APC, the PTSD that you carry about, the things that you have survived, the shege that you are living with, because it's not like you see shege like that. See shege every day is different from sleeping and living with shege. All of these are going to be next to nothing to what you are going to witness under Tifnumbu. Go and write it down. I know, blood of Jesus, it will never happen in Jesus' name. Maiyegun, amen. Because you're going to need them all. When it happens, you are going to look back and say, God forgive me. I never knew that there would be anybody worse than Bokwari. You've just met him. That's him. Tifnumbu. You will be seeing thugs. They will be giving order. And you will be wondering, is this Nigeria or Ebute Meta? But what is the difference? At Ebute Meta, at Nigeria, what's the difference? No, you know what I mean. I mean, like, I heard that police IG gave an order. But somebody, maybe another thug said, if I say police IG, they bent tab, they craze. We tell a man go talk nonsense. So you will think about that kind of thing can only happen somewhere in Ebute Meta, which is Lagos, the territory. You say, Baba, na Nigeria, you do, Baba. Welcome to Nigeria, new. Temari conductor, let it plane. You don't see where conductor they work for plane side before. They will come mark the plane like this. It's aero contractor, Abuja to Lagos. Then everybody is going to board. Want to go and board Abuja to Lagos. Then you see the pilot. As all of you are filing in, then you see this Agbero guy with his marker and the ticket. Just come close to the aircraft. Pilot, Agbera. Okay, about which one be that one? Why are they marking the aeroplane? Why are they marking the aircraft? Are you new? Welcome to the Jaga Bandit country. For Nigeria now, aeroplane they pay load. You go see them. It's not possible. You go see them. They are laughing. See, look at you. You are laughing. You will miss Bokwari. You will look back and say, ah, I say Bokwari better. They are telling you, we will not tolerate. If they tell you, say they never swear for them. Sorry, they have not done the swearing in for them. Sure, you get some ragtag political jobbers. Why are they scared? Why are they worried that INEC is going to break? Like, that if the pressure too much. Why are they worried? Why are they angry? Sorry, you go see, they say, area mama colony side. You see all those. I know I've not been to Abuja that well, so I'm just going to call names off it, okay? Then, but you get to know the scenario I'm trying to paint. You go see Mama Bear, Baba Bear. In 8 years, somebody said, Maiyegun, you will see all these Fulanis. They are dangerous people. They just push Tinubu so that when Tinubu become president, he will come die. When he die, Shetima will not take charge. Ha 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 ha. Some of you actually don't know Tinubu. Or you kind of do underrate him. And it is not just about him. It is what he represents. Shetima is a very dangerous man. Oh, you don't know Tinubu. Sure you get. When was the last time that they impeached the vice president of the country in Nigeria? When was the last time? Never. When was the last time we vice president of the country has an accident, aircraft accident? They say, we don't know what happened. Oh, the weather just changed, you. Ina lilayi wa ina lilayi raji una o, but no ya o. Shetima ti papo. That guy, Tinubu. Shetima said he's going to be the commander-in-chief. Okay, we'll find out. You don't know Tinubu. If the shitty man is the last kokoro, the key that he realized that he needed to gain that power, this whole threat that he's facing right now, if he has to make Shetima feel like he's going to be in charge, Tinubu will do it. Did they swear for Tinubu? I mean, why am I using swear for them? Maybe that's the right word I should be using. Instead of doing the swearing in for them. Did they swear for them? Where they say, okay, they don't give Tinubu power. All of them go understand the difference between the Jaga Bandit of Lagos. What do you call it? The local champion from Yoruba land, Abi? And now, the army robber that you have now given the key, the central bank key. You go understand the difference between power and money. Tinubu. If there's anybody that people, if there's anybody that people should actually feel concerned for in this whole game, now Shetima, on a second thought. Shetima said na madman, person we contested primary, in no win. Person we win primary, 4 days to election. Boom. They don't know why it happened. Accident, assassination, he ran into armed robbery. Story, cut the long story short. That's how he became the candidate of CPC or so then. And he became the governor of Borno, a member of APC. But when it gets to that of Tinubu, So what I'm trying to say here is that you are going to have an era that a lot of you are going to look back and say, wow, how is this even possible? Maybe by then you can understand how they have managed to hold Lagos down for a while. The world is laughing. I mean, there's so much laugh out there already. So when Bokwari came in, Bokwari flourished by appealing to the, what do you call it? To the tribal bigoted parts of the Fulanis who actually believe it, especially the Northerners. Oh, he's a Muslim. He's, you know, that stuff. So Bokwari carried everybody handicap. So the elites, even when they are saying Bokwari is filling everywhere with Fulanis, Fulani this, Fulani that, Abi, or Northerners are controlling this or that, the record shows that despite the huge diversion of what do you call it, of funds that were, donated to Nigeria, including direct funding for different projects by World Bank or all those people, IMF. Bokwari told them to concentrate on the northern part of Nigeria. Bokwari uplifted the Fulani and the northern elite, made them billionaires. But for 8 years, it did not take one single Fulani out of the forest or change his life. Do you know that? 8 solid years. Fulanization. They were giving all this Jankara and the rest of them the access to loot Nigeria in Abuja. But the Fulani that everybody is actually shouting about, the armed terrorists that they armed, those are perpetuating the agenda of terrorizing the country. But what is the benefit of a Boko Haram to the average Fulanis in Nigeria? Zero. Do you get that? That's exactly. The entire Abuja is Fulani this, Fulani that. Now you're going to see Yoruba this, Yoruba that. You know, they said Boko Haram could pick anybody from anywhere. It could give anybody any chance he want, right? In northern Nigeria, one of the things that can actually trigger them very easily, that they can begin to lose it very easily, is when those freeloaders, jobless criminals who are like the elite, senator, reps, PA, SA, minister, board member, this or that are feeding fat from that Commonwealth in Abuja, right? And there are people are left in that forest, so left everywhere. Share you get. Now them go begin to say, this country is worse, so because you are about to witness Yorubanization. Yeah, Yorubanization. But you see, this kind of Yorubanization will come with a coloration that it will reshape the entire already destroyed political mentality of the people. The supposed one Nigeria lies they've told you many times, right? Tinubu and Gang are going to come in and make a mess of it even further. So when I told you, you are going to look back in 3 months and say, Ashe Buhari is better. Imagine you in your lifetime. Oh, Tiku, you are not dead, though. Something worse than what is happening right. Excuse me, something worse than what is happening right now. Started happening that you look back and say, Buhari is better. How do you think you're going to feel? Like being in Nigeria that will make you look back and say, oh, more, Ashe Buhari is better. You know why I believe you are going to say it, When I was growing up, and this old wahala of military rule, military DC, pro-democracy groups, people are being arrested, people are being jailed, protest every day, strike almost every time. Abacha this, Abacha that. So as a young boy, I grew up believing that Abacha was evil. I mean, I'm not joking. It got to a point myself that in my hometown, Odogbolu, we shared in the brutality of Abacha. Why? His supposed deputy or vice president, the dictator, was from my hometown, General Oladipo Bodia. So we woke up one morning and the soldiers, they started showing up in our town. Breaking news. They have arrested Dia and so many other people for planning coup against Abacha. Wow, so they're going to kill them. So which means that all of this strike, students being killed, riots here and there, everybody is fighting Abacha, this evil man. It got so bad that economically, as a boy, I also participated in suffering the level of economic hardship that Abacha represented at the time. Let me see, how old was I? Around that time, I should be probably 10, 11. 11, that's at 1995. Now, sawdust we they take cook. Shaving of wood shaving. Sawdust. Dry sawdust. That we had to use what was called abacha stove because we couldn't afford kerosene. Do you understand? That was my childhood. But do you know something? In this my lifetime, Nigerians have faced even worse than that Abacha time, to the point that some people are now saying Abacha was better. But it took years, It took years for people to look back and say Abacha was better. Can you believe that? This was a maniac or a kleptomaniac, a murderer. I'm talking about a full-time dictator. People were disappearing. Honestly. Say something, disappear. The day he died, it was a national celebration and jubilation. In northern Nigeria, where he came from, it was a national mourning. They were sad. He was a good man. He was misunderstood. That was their belief. Even though, as Southerners were victims of his dictatorship, so were Northerners too. Everybody danced. Abacha is there. When they told us in my hometown, we waited till 4 o'clock in the evening. You better don't go and celebrate Abacha's death when he's not dead. They may bring their soldiers here and they may start killing us or start taking us away. That was how scared I was as a little boy in 1998 when Abacha died. I should probably be about 14 years old, a teenager. That was when Abacha died. In my lifetime, I have seen people praise Abacha now because they have seen worse shege. So what you get when they talk about Lagos, by the way, look at this image. This is also Lagos. This is Lagos. Okay? And this is also Lagos. So you're going to look back and you're going to see that Fulanization and all of that stuff was the selfish agenda of the elite who could sell their divide and rule tactic to those who are going to follow them because they came from their tribe. They could turn them against others and they could turn others against them too. But whenever people want to come for them, they can easily shout the persecution is because I'm a Muslim. Then all Muslims will be like, oh, is it because he's a Muslim? Well, I thought as much. They won't say the same thing about a Christian. Oh, he's a Christian. Oh, if he was a Muslim, they won't say something like that against him. Oh, he's a Northerner. That's why they don't like him. It's because he's a Northerner. If he was a Southerner, they won't say that. They won't say anything like that against him. Oh my God, see how they hate him. It's because he's a he's a Southerner. If he was a Northerner, oh, they will never talk like that against him. Back and forth, back and forth. But at the end of the day, these guys don't give a damn about you. Because when you look at everything they have done, it has always been about themselves, not you. 8 solid years. Please give me the population of the Fulanis in Nigeria whose lives have actually improved because their man was the president of Nigeria. None. But they sold Tinubu anyway. They sold the division. They sold all the ethnic and all of that divide and rule, didn't they? But all of that, they are learning lesson. They are learning job. They are learning work. Where Tinubu and Ganga, people that will leave every conversation around substance and will start attacking your tribal worldview. And when they do, they don't think. No, they don't think. What do you think will make reasonable human beings to do this because of politics? These are also the victims of a ruined, stolen future, at least in Yoruba land as well. But they printed all of this for them to carry all of this to defend a politician that is feeling threatened, that their feeding bottle may be taken away. Therefore, the only way to keep that is to spread tribal bigotry, division. At the end of the day, you will realize that it has nothing to do with Yoruba. Whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, it's just about all of them. And they will do anything. They will say anything to keep their meal tickets. Nigeria is their meal tickets. Now, no get sense. They think you defend them. Especially all of them that have proven to you that they are so blind. Look at what they are doing in Lagos. Femi Foni-Kayode also joined in that. I mean, tribal division, divide and rule. That the likes of Femi Foni-Kayode, who has benefited so much from a destroyed Nigeria, his name is boldly written among those who contributed to the destruction of Nigeria as it is, ruining Nigeria. But when the argument comes to who is good, who is not, who is better, who is not, and they know that with what happened on the 25th of February, if that should repeat itself in Lagos again, that is going to be a disaster. They are panicking that something may happen, that they will say they cancel the election or something happens. Like, they are the winners, but they are scared. Femi Foni-Kayode, they joined those who are throwing tribal shade. A shameless man, who decided to deny his own brother, a Yoruba brother of his, because of politics. He wrote a lot of horrible things about that conversation of Badebo marrying an Igbo woman and then having an Igbo mom. Femi Foni-Kayode forgot that at least, even if he's no longer married to any Igbo or Igbo woman in Nigeria, some of his own children were bought in by Igbo women too. Now, let's say in another 40 years, if Femi Foni-Kayode's triplets, for example, decided to run for the position of anything in Yoruba land, the Femi Foni-Kayode, the shameless for food Kayode, throwing shade. There are many like that, okay? A lot of you have you don't think, so to say. And a lot of you are only people who think of it today and gives no shit about your tomorrow. And your tomorrow are those children, Femi Foni-Kayode, they have children, right? Who are Yorubas. But with the path that the likes of Femi Foni-Kayode, because of what they want to eat today, and how far they can go in rolling in the mud. Hello. Then you should be worried for the future of Yoruba land. When the shamelessness of men of today is so bad that they care little or next to nothing about the children that are going to be here when they are long gone. The same thing is applicable to some of you who sit abroad. You sit abroad. You are surviving there because Nigeria chased you away, you and your family. And you are spewing divisive, tribal utterances just for politicians to keep their feeding bottle. I'm not going to tell you to think. There is something that will think for you. It is called digital footprints. Your children will see your positions on the on the things of today, even when you are long gone. I know you don't care. I'm happy that the Gen Z that you think you could bully, as well as blackmail, they don't give a damn about you. And it's you versus them now. Yeah, it's you versus them. Anyway, let's give it a break. I want to take calls. I haven't taken any calls in a while, so I'll save my time for another time. But I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea. We are over 3,000 on YouTube, and we only have just about 500 of us who have actually paid their own offering. Your offering on MaiyegunsDiary Politico is liking the broadcast. If I have over 3,000, 4,000 people, is it so difficult to actually take a minute and just like the video? Because I keep wondering, I'm not being watched by bots, am I? I've got here over 3,000 comments, which means a lot of you have been busy typing. I'll go make a tea call. I'll go make myself another tea. So when I get back, please, you can use that to take a break as well. I'll take calls and I'll come and count how many of you actually paid your offerings. So thank you. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming back.
Some people think say you dey do juju.
If this is a joke, they will never go free.
Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Good evening, Baba. How are you? Thanks so much for your patience, by the way. Yeah, that's me back.
Yeah, you Jide from London again.
How you doing tonight, Baba?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you. The events of these past 2 weeks has really, really embarrassed us, especially us in diaspora. People back home do not know how we feel. You know, it's so much brought a lot of shame and embarrassment. Even my colleagues in the office that are from other African countries will become a caricature of the whole thing. But what I want to say to everybody is we shouldn't give up hope I know our judiciary system over the years has been a joke, but I think Judgment Day has come for these people. I believe in my heart. Judgment Day. And I want to tell you something here. But I'm going to send you something later on your WhatsApp as usual. Right. These people have gone spiritual. They have gone to employ some prophet from Zimbabwe. He lives here in the UK. He's a very popular guy. He claims he's a prophet in order to go spiritual. But all these people, they're so desperate. This is the first time, like you say, when you see somebody that's won. So if you guys have won legitimately, you should be calm.
Like getting ready, partying, and all of that stuff.
Yeah, be calm.
It's the opposition that should be protesting, doing everything. You are not supposed to worry, but they are scared too. I don't know why they are worried.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Now it's all about. Do you know? There's one of my friends that is married to an Igbo lady.
Right.
He's even kicking against me. I said, listen, I said to him, are you crazy? Have you forgotten where your wife is from? You've allowed them to tell this.
Some of them thrown caution into the wind. Some of them have a Igbo boyfriend, Igbo girlfriend, and they have Igbo business partners. The office. They've thrown everything.
The wife is
saying to you that it's true now. We need to fight for our land. Fight for which land?
Yeah. What
is coming for your land?
They did not come to Lagos and grab those land. They did not. They are doing their legitimate business. They've contributed their fair share. Look at Sanwo-Olu as of this evening, as of today, and now I know that the money has started coming out. I've been seeing on Arise TV there is a campaign that is running a kind of advertorial that is running every 2 minutes. I said these people, they are pathetic.
I've been so busy on Twitter that Lagosians are saying he's harassing them on the. They said they are going to report his social media handle because he's harassing them with too much messages. Dear Lagosians,
I'm telling you,
Lagosians, my amazing Lagosians.
Yeah. So, people telling him that he's a man of God, that he loves God, and all. I said, listen, if you love God truly, that you serve, you will not be in a company of thieves and murderers and cheats.
No.
You know.
He's a beneficiary. He's a beneficiary of a rotten system. There's no excuse for him.
I'm telling you.
Trust me. But people will always find one.
With Tinubu, we're going to change. It's not going to be a state of Agbado. It's going to be a United States of Agbero and Agbado Republic. That's what it's just going to be.
I mean, people will say some things are not possible until they start happening. In my life, I never believed that terrorists will have spokespersons. Miyetti became prominent under Buhari. Miyetti became so powerful. They are giving ultimatum to state governor. A state governor, if you don't reverse what you just said, we are going to deal with you in Nigeria. So if you tell people that it's going to be the United States of Agbero, they will say, no, it's not going to happen. It's not impossible. It's impossible. Okay.
My good people may say that you're funny, but you're not. You say it. You put some humor into it, but listen, it's going to play out. If we do not stop.
I want to douse the tension in a way that I don't want to be too serious here, that people will be watching me and be crying. I'm so touched. But somebody if somebody has called this program, and they are speaking. I remember that day, it was tense, right? This woman called in, another man called in on that same program, the same night. They were talking, they started crying. And they are not making it up. It got to them to the point I was like,
I know. People, we're all tired. So let's just see what happens. Maybe we'll have one or two of the judges that their conscience will they will just say fuck it this time and all that. Excuse my language, and they will say I've got to do the right thing. If I get killed, I get killed. But for posterity case, I'm just going to do the right thing.
I just want to play my own parts for those who are going to look back to these days.
Yeah.
How did this whole thing happen? How did you know what I mean? I am playing my part by keeping the record in a way that for those who will be interested, you just have to go back. And you know one thing that YouTube has done for me, Baba? You know something that YouTube, because of the way I always kind of set my riders on YouTube, Now, if you go on Google and you are searching for any latest news from Nigeria, right, that just happened. So as you see the media publications, you're going to see Maiyegun's video, which actually explains that story even more. So that means everybody will look back to this day. They will get to know day by day what led to wherever we are going.
And by the way, some few days ago, I don't know whether it's a Dutch newspaper or Swedish newspaper that called him a drug baron. They said they were going to, they said they were threatening they were going to sue them. Then the Financial Times called him a drug baron. I said, okay. I said, okay, go and sue the Financial Times now. All of you, all your visas, every of them will be cancelled. And the time is coming, this thing we will hunt all of them down.
Because of the way the whole thing went, that even if Tinubu pushes it through the courts, Supreme Court and all of that, okay, and this CCA is the winner, it will remain an illegitimate president to so many people. Therefore, there's a possibility that some of what he says, nobody will follow them. So you would have to back some of what you will be saying with military backing. And some are saying
there'll be civil disobedience. There'll be civil disobedience in the country.
Sure, you get. They say people will be disobeying him in some places. Of course. Sure, you get that. He would have to send soldiers or something before people can say, oh, they have sent soldiers, so before they can carry out what he says. And that, for a country that has divided as Nigeria right now, it's not good. It's not a good sign that Nigeria is headed anywhere.
And from and from the international outlook, you not look on him. They will just the day they will stamp him as a tyrant, as a drug dealer tyrant. His own is finished.
And we will make sure of that anyway, because they know how to do that. They are all tyrants, and then they love people to cover for them. The West. We'll see how that goes. So make us take another one.
Okay, thank you.
You too. Thanks so much. So, guys, the line is there. It's a WhatsApp call only. If you are still watching me and you are watching on YouTube, Baba.
Maye.
How are you, sir?
Like I always tell you, torí pé ayé ògún la ṣe nídìí ẹ o.
Tó, kábíyèsí o.
Ayé bá gún àní nídìí ẹ. Let me start from somewhere. MOB ló ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Straight up.
Why is it that all these old politicians, they are feeding us with old weapons, don't look till they jam?
Divide and rule.
Togri, divide and rule monetization, religion. You want to decongest Eko, and open port for, and you will see that no more Igbos will not be in Lagos again. Look, Bombay. And you find your wives are Igbos, your girlfriends are Igbos.
Yes, sir.
When it is time of election, you will be looking for tools.
See, yes, sir. MOB. Sherry, because of this issue, I had to, they will say they don't sell land to Yorubas in Eastern Nigeria. In fact, they don't welcome Yoruba. Ashe, yes, sir. Our Yoruba brothers are living like kings in Eastern Nigeria. They are being carried back. They are more important than me. See, I figured it out. Our people are rich to the point that they are owning streets in Enugu, in Abia.
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
What they believe? They believe that they are internet people money. They know
permanent secretary, Labia.
Can you see?
Permanent secretary ministry, Labia, government of Abia State. Omo Yoruba.
Look at that to be fire
on that. I want need education gone. Seriously. I want to kọjá ọ̀rẹ́. I want to kọjá ọ̀rẹ́.
Look at that stupid Fayose telling that guy, experience. And now ask me, when Fayose came to Ekiti, what was his experience? Street experience, Lolo. Street experience, Lolo. These people are suffering from Lumi. He started giving them water. Water lo fi gba voting lọ́wọ́. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Water tanker ló máa ń lómi kiri.
Amajakiri. People now just start giving him that vote. O wá ń sọ fún wa pé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ò lẹ́sìn. Experience wo ni wọ́n ní? Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé òun fọ mọ́tò ní Ìbàdàn ni. Wọ́n á bẹ̀ ṣe, ó wá jẹ gómìnà lẹ́kìtì. Ó wá di slave master. Odi state master sílẹ̀, wọ́n sọ fún wa pé he doesn't have experience.
Only governor Yorùbá tí ò ní lè sọ Yorùbá lẹ́nu Fáyọ̀ṣe. Majority of them, their children or their grandchildren.
Ẹ̀mí àsìn pé Yorùbá mélòó ni Fáyẹmí lè sọ.
They know themselves.
Governor Fáyẹmí can't speak Yorùbá fluently. Governor Fáyẹmí cannot speak Yorùbá fluently. They shouldn't be using all these old tools for us. We are more than old tools. We are more than old tools. They should go and upgrade. Upgrade. Ẹni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ẹni kì í ṣe ọmọ Èkó. Lọ́mọ bíbí Èkó, ẹlọ́mọ Igbo ni. Okay, assuming, let's look at it this way. Assuming pé the Igbos now vote for Sanwó-Olú, kí náà sọ?
Well, what the votes against one here then, Abi? Meanwhile, Sanwó-Olú fẹ́ káwọn Igbo yẹn dìbò fún Sanwó-Olú want them to vote for him.
Irọ́ wọ́n lè dín fún gbogbo eléyìí tó ń rìn kiri dọ́tò yẹn, ó kàn ṣe dọ́tò fẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀ní, kó gbàgbé. Revolution ilé ò ní di ìbọn, kò ní di ọkọ̀, kò ní di àdá, intelligence ni òun làwọn àbọ̀ ìsìn yẹn jòkó tán wò pé how can we create a chain tó jẹ́ pé hydrogen bond ló máa hold there that can never be broken easily, and that is what they are doing.
Wow.
Ibi tó fọ́ ní sí jù, now ask them ní the last election tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lé àwọn Ìgbò yẹn lọ tán wò pé ìgbà tán máa parí ìbò tán wá ń kà tán pé lébọ̀ náà wá ń wojú ara wọn pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni. Labour náà ni wọn náà ń ṣe ṣá.
So àṣẹ Labour ni gbogbo wa ẹnu ni gbogbo wa ń ṣe. Láàrin ẹ̀rọ pé Yorùbá àwa ara wa APC ló yẹ normal.
Ìgbé Yorùbá ara wa ni kí ló ń jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti gbọ́n. Everybody internet has opened our brain to the extent that we know what is going on in Brazil, we know what is going on in UK, we know what is going on in Canada, we know what is going on in every corner of the world. We know what is going on. You cannot be boboing us with all this kind of fetish thing that can go kiri. Kóra ìsì wa ẹ̀yin ní develop country kóra ìsì àti indomie ránṣẹ́ sí tẹ́ kó pamọ́ ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́wọ̀n máa wá ń ṣe wọ́n máa sọ fún wa pé náírà wọn fi ń lẹ kọ́bọ̀ lójú ni kò jẹ́ wa mọ́ they should take away their old weapons. They should go and upgrade.
Yeah, Esa, look at this on your screen. This is a copy of the indictment from the panel that Sanwó-Olu set up. When the people were saying, when they killed those children in Lagos, I mean, those protesters in Lagos,
Can you see?
Sanwó-Olu denied that he called the military. The military at the tribunal said he called them 2 times. When he first called one commander, when that one didn't go through, he called the senior. It was the one who invited them to shoot and kill people there. Yeah.
Can you see? And the election has come now. You now begin to use all tools for us.
Yes, sir. These same people that are now talking about Yoruba Ronu, right? Do you know that they believe that the reason why they said nobody died at Lekki Toll Gate is because they are telling themselves that that protest, that EndSARS was by the Igbos. So which means the people they killed at Lekki Toll Gate, maybe they are Igbos. Oh yeah, where's their family?
Igbos ló ń gbé lóṣòdì. Igbo ló ń gbé ní Ìkẹjà níbi tán ti là wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀.
They don't care. To them, if we tell ourselves that 100 people that died at Lekki Toll Gate, they are Igbos, and we don't like Igbos, then nobody died then. So nobody died. Maybe 1 or 2 people. People with that kind of mindset. The people that mocked us, that we should stop screaming. The people that
they don't have any other thing to tell us again.
You remember the people that mocked us when they
pariwo pé Igbo fẹ́ gbé Èkó. Igbo wo ló fẹ́ gbé Èkó? Igbo wo ni? Àwọn fúnra náà pariwo Igbo ló fẹ́ gbé Èkó. Látọ̀dún wo ni? Ẹ̀yin Elégùṣì ló sọ pé Èkó is not a Yoruba land. Ọba Èkó gan tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wá sí yẹ. No. It's not for Yoruba. Yàrá sẹ́ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbé Èkó. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń pa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ ló ń pe bàbá Akíntóyè pín yẹn. Let them come and vote for Yoruba and all those stuff. Bàbá ló mọ̀ sẹ́ni tí election. Ẹ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbé yẹn náà kiri. You know, a lot of propagandas are just flowing. Ẹ̀yin náà lè create ẹ̀ fún yín. Gbogbo wa revolution tó ní agbára òun náà kó fún wọn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa kó fún wọn for life.
Thank you so much. Let me take another one here. I appreciate the fact that people can actually, and it's true. When Owo was attacked, these people were telling us that we were overreacting. Now, fake news. It got to a stage that they actually cooked up a story that the people behind our attack, they are Yorubas and Igbos. They put up some names till today. The story is gone because they wanted to be president. Now, the Yorubas and everybody who became victim in that war and all over Yoruba land for years that this guy is denied. they are calling their spirit to come and save them. And they are feeding bottle. Hello there. Oh, it seems that this is my caller. Okay, let's try this again. So I have a caller who seems to be having problem getting in. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Maiyegun. How are you doing?
Oh, I am very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm calling you from the United States.
Brilliant. So you're welcome and you're live. Yeah. Everybody can hear you, ma.
Yes, I know I'm live. Yeah, I'm calling just to make my own contribution in this issue of Yoruba and Igbo issue. To me, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
There's this video. If I have a minute, I'm going to look for that video and send it to you, Maiyegun. And this is just what happened. One day I was traveling from San Francisco the way to Paris.
Right.
And there's this Yoruba guy. I don't know what happened between him and the ticket ladies, and they want to arrest him. Do you know that every other person, including some Yorubas that were in the airplane with us, left that guy and boarded the next flight? I am an Igbo woman. I am the only one that stood by him.
Wow.
And I never left him. Do you know that the French government, they brought like up to 10 to 15, like their mobile police people with their AK-47 coming towards us. I have to pull my phone and I was recording them. And when they asked me, why are you with him? I say, he's my brother. But I don't know this guy from Adam. Just because he is a Yoruba and he's a Nigerian with Nigerian passport, I have to stand there with him. And I told the young man, I said, don't be scared. I'm going to be here with you. If they're going to take you, they will take me. Because you are my brother and I'm going to be here with you. But when I hear all these people, all these elderly men and women who do not have no shame, no moral, no conscience, trying to use tribe to divide us, and that's how you know their level of ignorance.
I know.
Even this young man, I'm telling you, Maiyegun, if I see him tomorrow, I don't even know him, but I'm going to send you that clip because I still have the video I was recording at the Paris airport. You know how big that airport is. I was there challenging them just because of that Yoruba man. I don't know him. All that left, and it was me and this young man at the airport.
You do know something, ma, yeah?
And I was the one defending him, standing up for him because he's a Nigerian. I wasn't seeing him as a Yoruba guy. So when these people want to play their race card, it's so funny because that shows their level of ignorance. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, ma. If you listen to the phone and don't listen to the broadcast, okay, like you and I just having a conversation, it won't be so delayed. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me, right? Because the broadcast out there is about 5 seconds delay, and that's a long time. So what I'm saying is that just like you said, right, to buttress what you have said, this is how it seems to be, like generally, okay? When you see where Nigerians meet outside Nigeria, even within that same Lagos, the way people exist across Nigeria, sure you get, when politics is not involved, okay, you begin to ask yourself, where are this hatred coming from? And how come this hatred always kind of
men are after their pocket,
during elections
they are just interested in themselves and their family. You know, that's just all they care about. And these young people who are playing all these bandwagons for them, they don't get it. They don't. Because when you look at the way they behave, it's all about them. The moment this election is over and they got all the positions that they are looking for, they're not going to look for these young guys again. They won't look for them. No. They will just lock their gate, and that's the end of it. Next 4 years, they will come out.
Again, you know, and they will bring the same game out again.
It is a big shame and very pathetic that this 21st century, when the whole world is looking for a way to develop and make their youth better, Nigerian government, Nigerian elders, all these elders are there making embarrassment of themselves, and the whole world is watching them. Watching them with their level of stupidity, level of ignorance, and that's why they hated Nigeria. Anywhere you go with Nigerian passport, they look at you as a common criminal just because of this man. You know, it is a shame. But Maiyegun, above all, I just thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you,
you are just an exceptional human being.
Thanks.
I've been watching you since this election. Things I don't know about Nigerian politics, I'm telling you, You have opened my eyes. You have opened my knowledge. I have learned a lot from you. You are blessed. May God bless you for the good work you're doing.
Ma. Thank you very much for sharing your moment with us on the program. So yeah, I have somebody else as well on the line here. Hello.
Good evening. Maiyegun.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you?
Well, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
How's your wife and the kids? It's been a while. Well, I just want to say thank you for the great job you've been doing.
Thanks so much.
It's only God that can reward it. We pray for a long life for you.
Amen.
So we can learn more from you. Because you've been the one God has been using to enlighten people. Because these fraudulent politicians have brainwashed a lot of Nigerians. Okay? And I can see, I'm so happy, like, we have people like Maiyegun that are even trying to let people know the truth. Nothing but the truth. Just take a look to what is happening in Lagos. Okay, look at what the woman just said. Even Yoruba saw this man. They didn't even look at him. They didn't even pretend as if they didn't even know him. This is a Yibo woman that stood by him and helped him. This happened everywhere. I'm a Yoruba guy. Okay, you see Yoruba to Yoruba people. They will ignore themselves. They're not going to even say hi to you. They don't want to even talk to you when you walk together with them. They pretend as if they don't know you. I'm telling you, this happening right now with me in my new job I'm working at. A Yoruba man knows me and they all ask my name. And that they introduced me, my manager introduced me to each of them. You a Yoruba man. I am a Yoruba man. Everybody was greeting me. This man even pretend as if he don't know me. Can you just imagine? Okay? Èmi wá wo ọjọ́ tí Ọlọ́run máa wá orí ẹ̀ máa burú tó máa wá fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé báwo ni Ọlá ṣe wà okay. Èmi ò dúró pé I won't even think he's a old man. I'm gonna boost him up.
But don't punch him like say blow. You know that. Don't do that. Just you know how to wash people like that down. Wash them down and say
this is how crazy he is. I don't know if you feel the way I'm feeling. I mean, I feel so bad. You know, can you see the way they've been brainwash people in Lagos now? Now Lagos is Yoruba land, right? When they're killing people, we all want to unite, right? Yibo, Hausa, everybody was unite.
Screaming,
we stand for ourselves.
Shouting and the rest of that too, I know.
So now because, someone will have to come to the second time, right? Now Yibo people been buying land. They've been selling land for Yibo. Yibo trying to get Yoruba land. This now, right?
Man, because they of the elections. So.
Hey, Maiyegun, one man saw Kokoni, Yoruba man saw Kokowike, Esun Gogun, Esun Ake. Okay, ẹ̀san bọ̀ kò sí bó ṣe lè kó rí ó ti ẹyin Maiyegun kò sí ọjọ́ gbogbo tó lé ọjọ́ kan tó léwu. A day is coming. Ọjọ́ yẹn ti dé ni. Ọjọ́ yẹn ló dé sí. I mean, I just pray for what's his name, the president-elect. You know, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ la. I'm not praying bad for him. I pray for him to live long. Okay, but all I know is. Àṣegbé kan ò sí, àṣepamọ́ ló wà. Ibi tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí parí sí lélẹ̀. Àṣegbé kan ò sí, àṣepamọ́ ló wà. So Maiyegun, I want to say thank you so much.
Thanks.
Inú mi dùn gan o because mo rí I mean you just so special to be honest. I have to tell you the truth. Because màá kọ́ dákẹ́ màá máa pé tọ́mà ti true kọ́ àwọn èèyàn true question mi sí Maiyegun. Màá kó jẹun wo bí Maiyegun ṣe fẹ́ dá wọn lóhùn. And this man just answered the question. Mama will look again. My love, Moncha. Can you imagine? I'm not going to question. Mama,
you know they say, Baba, one life is a teacher. Yeah, the more you live, the more you learn. Okay, so and then Pelu customer care experience background. Normally, if I shout, to remove a shout me. if I talk ash, if I want to stay coordinated like somebody will be saying a presenter, real one, I can do that too. But knowing my audience, I just mix everything up all together. So I'm glad that some of you actually loves it. But I was trained on that part. I appreciate you.
Do you know what? Tell you the truth. Do you know one thing? Your program are bring unite.
Because we need it. There's so much toxicity out there. Ola Baba. You know, some things you go read them, You will see somebody write this, and you will read them and you'll be like, how could somebody write this?
You know, Mama will tell you, we think you can go to what online. You know, now, come on now.
I know.
They must not see me. Bless
you, Baba.
I don't even care to see you, but I'm listening to you like I hold you. You know, Maiyegun, God has been using you for us. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're doing. You've been the one uniting us. I'm telling you, and we pray for you and your family. May y'all live long. I love you, Maiyegun.
I love you too, Baba.
Good work.
I appreciate you.
I regard to Christians too.
Yes, I appreciate you, Baba. And then, extend my own, greetings to everybody for their support as well. Okay, I have somebody else on the line. Hello there.
Yeah, Mike, how are you?
I'm very well, sir. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Steve. I'm calling from Canada.
Hey, I missed that too. Your name is what, sir?
Steve.
Oh, because I was she's Steve. Yeah, be Steve. Okay, I need to hear it again. How are you? It's been a while.
Good. Yeah.
Solid. So you are live, yeah, please.
Let me start. Yes. Let me start like this. Number one, there is what is called a payback. For the current governor of Lagos State. He was under Ambody. When I learned that when he goes to most of the gathering, when he was under Ambody, when they nominated him as this the next governor.
Yeah.
Anyway, they say, the people say the governor, whereas you have somebody who's still on the throne. And they said there is no way they did not beg his godfather to please don't they allow this man to continue. Say no. Then now, to be there 4 years has come now. And these people, they are now making sure that what they are doing is not, let every Yoruba know this. It's not the interest of Yoruba. It's to protect the food of one man. Who has turned himself to tyrant in Nigeria. So, and in Yoruba land. Thank God that Afenifere, the proper Afenifere, they distance themselves from this Charade and trying to associate Yoruba with this kind of nonsense.
No.
Because of your own personal ambition, you want to just do anything you can do them you like. I remember in 2021 in July when they wanted to come and to go and do rally at Lagos. Most of them say, don't come here. Lagos is not part of Yoruba land. How can we said it and now you say the same people
you see how selfish they are, You know how selfish they are where they are playing that their tribal card, sir. They said that Gbadebo, spoke out against the oppression of the IPOB. Okay, so they went where he said something about them, but they left where he also said something about the police brutality during the NSAS. He said something against the brutality against the Yoruba Nation campaigners in Lagos that got attacked. They left all of those out. Now, when people now said, you left all this one, now they say, okay, now that means he's always supporting the destruction of Lagos, including Yorubas that they attacked in Lagos for demanding for Yoruba Nation. You get? So they are crucifying him for standing with the Yorubas, asking for Yoruba Nation. They are crucifying him for standing with the Biafrans, asking for Biafra. When they asked him, he said, listen, bad governance, marginalization, discrimination, and so many other things contributed to agitations that you are seeing today. Others are asking to leave. Others are asking the government to go away. All these agitations are happening because of bad governance in Nigeria. If you have it good, there's possibility that the tension will can be managed and slowed down. No. They don't want to say that. is supporting breakup of Nigeria, he cannot be governor. But guess what, sir? Steve.
So the question is, what is now, going to happen is that, number one, this guy, when you say it's not a Yoruba person, he's done got the mother from Igbo land or something, but at least he has a father who is a Yoruba man. That is the most important thing. Take for example now, your own children now, when they want to say they are Nigerian, is that not so?
They should be naturally.
That is what's supposed to be. So what
imagine in my old age? Imagine in my old age, and then my children successfully trained and they have something to offer and they go back to Yoruba land. And because of some political thugs, freeloaders, chancers, they will now tell my son that it's not a full Yoruba. Like, do people think? Do people actually think when they support these rogues? Sir, they call Lagos State a mega city. What is the description of mega city? It is combination of so many ethnic people from different backgrounds. I mean, so they are proud to call themselves a mega city instead of them to call themselves a xenophobic city, which doesn't sound good.
Yeah, okay, I will tell you something today. There was a time, they were moving all the federal, amenities from Lagos to Abuja.
That's right.
Nobody talked. So there was a time they wanted to move all the aviation parastatals from Lagos to Abuja. Could you believe no people, with no person who call himself a Lagosian? So it was one captain, I forgot his name, from Edo State, that was crying most every day that you can't move aviation parastatal, from Lagos to Abuja, because Lagos is the hub of aviation. Could you believe that? The time federal government wanted to set, request their lands and not other assets in Lagos, these people, they send Obas to Abuja. And please, you want to do this, so please consider Lagos State government first. Why? Because some people have interest. Because some people have interest today. And of course, and because of this matter, I lost my respect for one of these, I think you said you used to listen to one of these Yoruba, female blogger. Is now promoting what the APC are promoting in Lagos. I am telling you. I am telling you. I was shocked when I said, how can you say you are a Yoruba nation, agitator. They said this, they showed this bobo to you, and you fell to it. You fell on.
How intelligent? I mean, we should actually question the intelligence of so many of our people. Many of them, I told you many times on this platform, that they are like a weather people, where they move with the weather. If the weather swing to the east, they go there. If it swing to the west, they go there. They are people that are so consistent with their inconsistencies. I just pity those who listen to them.
I pray that Baba Akintoye should speak and address people, the Yorubas, campaign that look, don't allow anybody to deceive you. This is just for the to protect
to save the feeding bottle. It has nothing to do with Yorubas. There's no Yoruba interest in anything they are doing. Nothing.
There is no Yoruba interest in whatever they are doing. Okay, if you say this man is a man of God, you say he's a man of God, how can a man of God order that his fellow human being should be killed?
Just for him to access power.
How can you order? Okay, recently, wasn't that last year when Yoruba nation went to Jota? How many people are killed? They killed
2 people.
They killed about 2 people. Okay, tell me what is the it is now they know that they have Yoruba. Now they know
Yoruba
that
should run, because these people want to use their feeding bottle. Sastivo, let me take another one. Managing our time.
Thank you so
thank
much.
You so much.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. So I'll take this, and then I'll go to the next call as well. Hello there, please.
Hello, Maiyegun.
How are you?
Thank you, the general himself.
That may be that. Yes, sir.
You are a very great man. You are doing a very good work.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
I like the way you are breaking everything down, and the love you are showing. You know, most people that are doing the same work you are doing, some of them are shifted to the other side. You still remain positive, same neutral. Where you are, that's where you are.
That is it. And then sometimes, you know what my old man told me? That being honest, being straightforward, being sincere, will not win you many friends, but it's going to win you true friends. And if I've seen where people have shown me friendship for real, it is in this time. I mean, it is at this temple, on this program. People have shown to me that, Maiyegun, if you stay consistent, right, we'll always have your back. And I can tell you this for free. It is my own security. That is my own insurance. Something that will never make me want to, deviate. Deviate for what? To impress who? To get whose attention. When I have all the best attention anybody can get on social media, on my platform, Baba. There's nothing I want I don't get. So I mean, I have to give all of the appreciation to all of you who always make it tonight, all the night. So thank you. Sir.
Yeah, you see this tribal issue they are playing, tribal card they are playing now. Most of this thing is Nigeria, we are not one. I'm sorry to say.
It's obvious.
And I believe and I know we can never be one, Because if we are one, well, you can hear me.
Loud and clear, sir. I'm with you.
Yeah. If we are one, we cannot be playing all these tribal cards that they are playing now. This one is Igbo. This one is Yoruba. This one is this. I live in the United Kingdom. Nobody will ask you, which part of United Kingdom are you from? If you're in Nigeria, say I'm in Nigeria. Which part of Nigeria? I'm Igbo. I'm Yoruba. I'm this.
So that they can arrange how they will relate with you. If they say, sorry, which part of Nigeria are you from? Oh, I'm from Akwa Ibom. Oh, okay. Calabar, this, Okay. Well, I'm Yoruba. I'm from Ijebu. So you could begin to calculate. Shall I relate to this person? What did they tell you about this? You know what I mean? You get them, Baba. Go on.
There are no lucky people. I don't This is not. That is the more reason we should divide. I want Nigeria to divide. I don't even believe in any election they are doing at the moment. I don't believe in it. And I don't even believe people will get justice. Look at what they did.
Yes, sir. Talking about justice, right? Today, on the 13th of October, 2022, right? The appeal court in Nigeria released and freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They said Nigeria has no case against him. Do you know today makes it 145 days since that judgment? Also, a week after that, when the rumor came that the Nigerian government is not going to honor the court judgment, his lawyers approached the Supreme Court. Do you also know that today makes it 129 days since his lawyers approached Supreme Court to give them a date so that they can at least finalize this appeal court judgment? Nobody answered them till now. They still haven't given them dates. They've done Naira, old Naira, new Naira, Wahala. Now they're about to do the election Wahala. So talk about justice. We're a country without justice. How do you think there's going to be peace and progress, sir? Is it possible?
No.
It's not. I thought people should know about that. A man defeated Nigeria. They held a man. They kidnapped a man. Okay? They are holding him now with the evidence, whatever evidence they have against him. Their court says the man has no case to answer. That before anything at all, Nigeria should put him back in a private plane that they kidnapped him with, right? Return him back to Kenya, all right? And then resettle him and let him go on his way. Then they can now make a request properly. Arrest Nnamdi Kanu, take him to Kenya court, secure extradition order before bringing him to Nigeria. That is when they can then look into any allegation against him. It's 145 days today. They didn't obey that law. So tell me, how does peace work in a normal country? Injustice?
United Nations, even get into this issue as well. They refuse to listen to them.
They didn't listen to them.
They refuse. So if you cannot obey the United Charter, which you are even tied to,
part of, then who are you going to? That's why I say, there's no justice in that country, and nobody will get justice.
I kind of love the enthusiasm of the obedient. Sure, you get. Assuming they didn't, they've made a point too. Sure, you know, like a lot of people didn't give them chance. Sure, you get. They knew they were going to be rigged, but they still went for it anyway. They rattled the entire system. Now, system that normally when they do election, they declare winner, people could complain, lament, go to court, no worries, no wahala. Or more winners, they protest. Oh, people will then declare winner, they protest.
Yeah, I saw it when you played.
Sure, you get. A lot is going on. And what do we say to that? If they say they are going to courts, that they will make a statement, they will make a point in that court too. I don't want to doubt them. Yes. I love their enthusiasm, okay? And I kind of want to maintain it with them because, Baba, I follow these guys. I see what they dish out. They are so thick than the FBI. Free information, no? A lot of them, I don't even bring them here. So, we'll wait and see. Even when we don't believe in their process and all of that, they themselves know about the process and they know about the system. But they said, we'll make a statement. They've made a statement with election everywhere now.
There is something you said earlier today.
Go on.
We're talking about people because your mom is from Igbo and your dad is from Yoruba. You are not a proper Yoruba. These people that are saying this, what about their children? They marry from one marry from Ishakiri, one marry Igbo woman, and they are propagating these issues.
See this one.
What tomorrow their children?
Almost all the women, except for two, all the women in his life. Femi Fonikayode, they are from the Eastern Nigeria, and he loved them. He loved them light. Sure, you get. And he's been so lucky that the rotten bigot is actually getting some of your most beautiful women from Eastern Nigeria, right? If you see what this guy wrote on this issue of Yoruba Igbo in Lagos against Gbadebo, you will think he has no single fruit that came out of him that has a shared blood outside his own class. You will think it doesn't, but Baba, now Nigeria, it is Nigeria that taught me that the poverty that people are going through in Nigeria is not always material. In fact, Nigerians are poor, especially they are rich people who are like also poor because of the fear of poverty. And the fear of poverty will make just Nigerians to say anything, deny anything. Even if you say you will die or for saying this, no, they will still go there and still swear, say they won't die. Because of the fear of poverty. So the likes of Femi Fonikayode and all of the children that came from him, what kind of future with this posture today present to them tomorrow? I keep saying it, and I'm using him there because guess what? There are many people like him watching me right now. They have these children that they have brought to this world. They are proud to call them Yorubas. In fact, they gave them Igbo names that they're also proud of. But because of politics, they have thrown everything into the gutter. For politicians who don't give a damn about them, for their sake, this program is going to teach their children why they themselves should never end up like their parents. Because these are not pride of Yoruba land. Politics, Igbo versus Yoruba, because of thieves. Come on. It's the lowest of the lowest I've seen. Trust me. Let me take.
It doesn't really make sense.
Sorry. Let me.
Another thing.
Yeah. Sorry. Quickly.
Okay.
Go on. Another thing. Go on.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you didn't hear me well. I was asking you to please go on. I'm so sorry that I took most of your time talking, but you see this man, Osita, is that you?
That is me, your brother.
One name. How are you? Kid?
I'm good. I've been calling and I said,
I picked it once. Then I was waiting for it to connect. I just stayed there like connecting, and then it dropped. I was like, oh, no, I hope you'll be lucky again. But you are. So, yeah, you're welcome on board. Osita.
Yeah, good to see you.
It is good to hear from you. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, we are seeing my Lagos because my Lagos, I was born and brought up in Lagos. I can stand
before
my
Lagos is not your Lagos, so I
can stand. I can stand before any Orisha.
Tell them.
I can stand before any Orisha. I can stand before any Ogun.
Yeah.
I can stand before anything that raises up his hand against me and say, I am a Lagosian. I was born and brought up in Ikeja. I am a product of Ikeja. And as far as I am product of Ikeja, I am a Yoruba man, even while my identity don't change that I'm an Igbo man.
Tell them, Osita. You know, when somebody showed me, when they showed me some of our Yorubas, successful Yorubas, and these are the successful ones, so they said that your DJs, radio DJs in Eastern Nigeria, club DJs, talk about people who are like handy workers, like roof fixers, furniture makers, Yorubas, so from Ogbomoso, from Osun, from Ogun, from Lagos. So when they started showing me them today, I said,
my brother,
I am going to do a special
talking
program on them. Yeah, people need to know.
That's why I'm talking to you. As I'm talking to you, the guy building my house in Owerri right now, my engineer, he's a Yoruba guy.
Baba,
and the guy I am, yes, the guy I am talking to you about has built nothing less than 100 houses in the whole of Igbo land. Because my people have engaged him for the past 25 years building houses in the East. Even I doubt if that guy builds any house in Lagos. In Yoruba land, I doubt it. So what am I trying to say? One thing that people should understand, this being a better Nigeria, it's not all about the Igbos.
It's not.
It's all about the Yorubas. It's not about the ethnic. It's not about the Ibibios. It's not about the Northerners. But this thing is for all of us to benefit, whereby we can come out and say, this is Nigeria, our own country. But right now, we don't have a country.
Our politician doesn't want us to, right? By reminding all of us that we are Igbos, we are Yoruba, we are this or that. But at the same time, they don't want us to go. How can you make things so complicated for us? You don't want us together. You don't want us apart.
Yeah. Even after that, that they are politicians, they dub themselves elite. I do not know where somebody will call himself and say, I am elite. No, it's just me that will tell somebody that's in government. Yes. They themselves don't have a country, they don't have a home.
They don't.
For example, when things doesn't dance well to Fanikadi and that one that looks like that one that looks like a woman, what's his name? The one that said is a son.
Oh, Festus Sotobokeyamo. Just say Ugeli charge and bail lawyer. In case if you forgot, right? If you say Ugeli charge and bail lawyer,
that one is somebody I know him one-on-one when he used to wear his shirt, one trouser, one this thing.
He is a fraud. Keyamo is a fraud.
Yes,
Osita, you know what somebody said? They said Keyamo was a EFCC lawyer, okay, for about 10 years. He overseen about 21 cases for them. He lost 20. The last one, they had to transfer it to somebody else before they sack him. Go on, Osita.
Yeah, because he's a scumbag.
He's a fraud.
I know him then. I know him then when he used to go and buy Google granite at Gani Chambers, because I lived in Antony, very close to that particular place. So it's not as if it's somebody I do not know. But in life, everything is opportunity. But you don't forget where you were coming from. And you shouldn't forget what you swore allegiance to. When you are a lawyer, the two of them, they said they are lawyers. You swear your allegiance to
and they sometimes call themselves human rights lawyers. Human rights lawyers.
Yes.
Human rights.
So now, the summary of this whole thing is that we look at the situation in the country, and you think that it is one particular section of people that wants to succeed, but it's a lie. It's either Nigeria is okay or everybody wants to go on their own way. The reason we are having this problem is basically on the constitution of the Federal Republic of that country.
The one that says state of origin. not even like state of residence. If your constitution says state of residence, it means where you live, work, pay tax. You are a resident of that place. As a Nigerian, you can do anything you want from that place. The constitution says state of origin. That's why some of these ignorant illiterate are saying go back to your region. Inside Nigeria, telling people to go back to their region shamelessly.
Exactly. Because if we are running a proper country, a legitimate country, whereby the center is weak, the regions or the states, they control whatever they have. Believe me, nobody's going to be talking about if you're from Imo State, if you're from Kaduna State, if you're from Oyo State. But it's because of we made the center so powerful. That is the reason we could recognize where you come from. And ordinarily, we have that culture for a very long time. When you meet somebody, where are you from? Those things are not supposed to come up. So if you keep telling people, and these same people who is supporting, the day you two self will feel hurt.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want to protest. That is the way someone who will roll out his tank and shoot all of them.
I know. He can't wait. So I said they will need a lot of rigging in Lagos. Let's admit it. Okay. They are in shock of what happened in Lagos. And thank God that they've been compensated with rigging in Abuja temporarily. But if Lagos should go, they would rather ruin everything. In fact, they are ready to trade the presidency certificate for Lagos. That's how much desperate they will be on Saturday. But the only thing is that, Osita, they are not prepared for these guys. They were planning for people like PDP and other people, right? But you see this obedience, they shock everybody. And now, the rich also cry is the story out there in Lagos right now. People wouldn't do like this before. They are now saying the rich also cry. Oh, the rich also cry. The rich also cry. And everybody's now saying, "Hey, Womina, my dear Lagosians, my people of Lagos, my lovely, amazing people of Lagos, it's me, your governor. Oh, my sleepless love of my life of Lagos." They say, "Papa, you are harassing us. Every day, my people of Lagos, every hour, my people of Lagos." Because the rich also cry.
The reason people are so dumb is when they talk about this young guy who is coming up from labor, and they said, "Oh, he's not a real Lagosian, he's not a real Lagosian." What about Tinubu's wife that is from Ishakiri, Delta State? They forget what they say.
See, Jide himself, and my brother from Ijebu, sure you get, but he's a Lagosian because
he's a Lagosian.
He's probably born in Lagos by his own parents, raised in Lagos like everyone else that is born in Lagos and raised in Lagos, right? But being a Yoruba man, he believes that the real Lagosians who are like, they don't have anywhere to go back to. Me as an Ijebu man growing up in Lagos,
Well, let me tell you one last secret.
Oh yeah.
No, let me tell you one last secret.
Go on.
Let me tell you the one last secret that is there.
Yeah.
Tinubu himself, when you come to smartness, I give it to him.
He's just corny. He's not smart. He's corny.
No, he's
a corny man.
No.
Sometimes we mistaken corniness, which is trickery, playing people and that stuff. We sometimes mistaken them for smartness. But Sita, I'll follow your narrative.
I'm talking from the American context.
Oh,
if you're an American self,
okay.
You are smart. That means you're being corny. That's what he's trying to tell you. Now, he sustained power based on the people that he puts on that seat.
Yes.
He never comes to pick anybody who has a grassroots, who is born, bred, full-fledged negotiation, especially between the island and Mushi, Azit, and the Keta. He doesn't pick anybody from that place.
He doesn't
he will always pick somebody. Yes,
somebody told me, they said, you see that Iragbiji story of Tinubu, that story actually came from the indigenous Lagosians from Lagos Island. And that is why it pains them a lot when people use that story. Sure you get. Remember that his mother or his adopted mother, Abibatu Mogaji, right?
Yeah.
She made her presence in that Lagos Island something that ended up being her base. Remember? So the story there was that is from Iragbiji, and they believe that the indigenous people are the ones using that. So Jide as Ijebu, and the rest of those who are like a non-Lagosians themselves, who have been in charge of Lagos, like all the Igbos too, who were born and raised in Lagos. Jide and all of us who are Ijebus, we go home every Christmas and every Ileya. Do you get that? Ramadan, we go to Ijebu, we leave Lagos. Same way, the Igbos who were born and raised in Lagos, who are also Lagosians, go back home during Christmas and New Year. But you see that you that is going by going for Christmas and New Year, the narrative is that you are more dangerous than the rest of us who live Lagos and go to our different hometowns too. Because whatever money they make in Lagos, we are using them to what? To build houses as well in our outside Lagos. But you see, the owners of Lagos, the real indigenous people of Lagos, the worst mistake they have made now, the worst mistake Tinubu and gang have made right now, is to call a real full-blooded Lagosian.
Exactly.
That is not a Yoruba.
That is where I'm coming.
That's the worst mistake they are making right now. They have gone too far. Go on, Osita.
They've gone too far. Now, I've listened to the guy telecast one after the other for the past 3 days. He is saying things he doesn't want to say before. You have given him the F country, the utterances to speak. Now he's speaking. And believe me, he is speaking to the base in Lagos Island.
Yeah.
What do you... I am telling you, if they read this guy in Lagos, Lagos most likely burn down, because the Agberos in Lagos, the people in Oshodi, which is Oluero, they don't really function on the island that much, because there is a rivalry of Agbero. Yes, I know that. So you will see where this problem is going to come. I am telling you the gospel truth. Nigeria for the next 4 years, if they don't do the right thing, Nigeria for the next 4 years will be a breeding ground.
Trust me, Baba. See, agitation. Do you think this is agitation under Buhari, Biafra, or Yoruba Nation, and other agitations, Abi? You better all go and get ready under Tinubu. You will see what you haven't seen before. And like I said, we'll look back and say, Osita, don't you think Buhari is better? Now you go there, please. In fact, please remind me then. When I say that, whenever you call in that year to come, when I say,
you not the one I was telling? Were you not the one I was telling the other day that it seems I've forgotten to forgive Buhari because I'm seeing it coming?
No. You know what, Osita? When I say then that Buhari is better, Buhari no better now. I want you to continue to remind me that Maiyegun Buhari is not better. You remember we have been saying it. That it's going to get worse. Yes. That people are going to miss Buhari, but Maiyegun, please don't let us miss him. Buhari is also worse. When you begin to see the shege, Tinubu will be showing them that they will begin to forget Buhari and begin to praise him. Osita, please, when my Stockholm syndrome kicks in, don't let yours do same, okay?
All right, my brother.
Always remind me and say, no, Maiyegun, don't say that. Please don't make it look like Buhari is better. Buhari is worse. This one is worse. Let's keep it that way. Two facts or two truths can actually coexist. You know that?
Yeah.
Bless you, Osita. I'll let you go. My time is up.
All right.
And thank you. All right, for being part of it again tonight, and so to all, everyone as well who tune in tonight. I wish we could take it further and longer, but I'm sorry we won't. I am happy that we were able to get other people's contribution as well, apart from Maiyegun's. But thank you for spending your evening with me again. So when you see me next time, it's going to be about update on this and the new things that pops up that I think is worth discussing. That's what we do. So you can stay back and subscribe. They said 59% of everybody who watches MaiyegunsDiary Politico live, they don't even stay back to subscribe. Can you believe that? Imagine having imagine having about 60,000 people that are supposed to stay back and subscribe, but they don't. Right? But they are always searching. You are always searching for me every 8 o'clock in the evening, every 9 o'clock in Nigerian time. Abi? You don't have to search for me to see me. Just subscribe. And I'm going to see you some other time. So thank you to everyone. And if you are just joining us or you joined us at midway, you can watch this from the start again. Fast forward where you see the music, right? I'll see you some other time. Good night.
jódòdó. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ láwọn tó jódòdó. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdó. Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.